Coming up soon, it is the greatest Royal Rumble from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. That's going to be the topic of this video here.
Are we go? We go?
Ticket Drew sending the jet.
Oh, for sure. How long of a flight is that? Like 12
I know
hours, 15 hours?
I know that from everybody I've talked to, WWE crew or talent, they're excited about the spectacle. They are not excited about the travel.
I can't imagine.
A long trip.
No way.
I've flown 14 hours from the East Coast to Hawaii. And at that point, I thought that like the world was over. I can't imagine.
You weren't even going to do like this awesome show.
Right, I was just showing up just to like lounge on the beach.
Yeah,
I didn't have to go take bumps or nothing. You know?
Oh man.
I was going there for Thanksgiving. You know, like just to hang out.
What's up?
Do you think it's going to be like a big spectacle that's going to look good?
Yeah,
like on
I think so. I think well. So the
stadium looks great. It looks huge.
And they're having this because the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is paying big money to have this.
Yeah.
So like, and I mean, I've never been to Saudi Arabia, but all the images I've seen and everything I've ever heard about like the monarch system, and everything. I mean, like it's gold, it's royalty, it's gold.
It's gonna look awesome.
It's not gonna, this is not gonna look like a bingo hall. This is gonna. I mean,
a bingo hall.
The stage might be made of gold bricks. I don't know, but it's gonna look good. I was just joking. I don't know if that's nobody report that. I don't know.
It's gonna happen.
I think it's gonna look good. I think it'll be a big spectacle. I think it's interesting that like you have that, and then a week later you have Backlash, and so WWE is like trying to have to simultaneously book these.
I know.
What's two pay-per-views essentially?
Because they're wanting to treat this like a legitimate big deal. Like they don't want to just push it to the side. Although they're giving us so many big matches here.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's not.
And I'm very interested to see the crowd. Like I don't know.
What the crowd?
International crowd. Are they gonna be?
Yeah.
Are they gonna be like the Japanese crowd where they don't say anything?
I don't know. I also don't know. And this is not. This is gonna sound very ignorant. I don't know because I know there's certain countries and certain parts of the world where they get Raw or SmackDown like on a delay of a week. Like I've known some people who used to watch, or maybe I hope you still watch the show, that have commented to us and said they watch this show and other podcasts to kind of keep up to date because they might not get to see what we saw on Raw for like maybe 5 or 10 days later. I don't know. WWE's changed so much in the distribution just in the last couple of years, especially with the network. So I'm not sure if that's applicable, but I don't know what it's like. I don't know what the distribution's like in Saudi Arabia. I don't know what the fans are like. I don't.
It'll be interesting. I'm glad they're putting it on the network. This is a good idea.
Yeah.
And I think it's maybe not exactly the right reason for this, but you know how everybody talks about they want to have a big pay-per-view in like the UK, or but they're all talking about the time zone. Well, this is the first chance to get something. Here's at noon Eastern time. See how it does on the network.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're going to have a WrestleMania at noon on the network, but
sure. Well, and
it's a test. It's a test.
Well, and this is it's a show that's a mix of what they call a spot show. At some matches like Triple H and John Cena with no backstory, but then you have other matches like the WWE Universal Title match. Again, WrestleRumble.com. You can predict the winners. Top prize is $500 cash and championship title belt. You can check out WrestleRumble.com. They have the prize list in full there. So we talk about the Universal title match in a steel cage. A lot of controversy around this because of all the rumor that is circulated with Brock Lesnar up against Roman Reigns. Do we see a title change in Saudi Arabia?
I think we do.
Yes.
I think this is a good idea. That WrestleMania blew up in their face again, like it has been the last couple of years with putting Roman in that spot. And this is a random thing. And again, we don't know the crowd. They might love it if Roman Reigns wins. So what the hell? Give him the title.
Yeah.
It might look a lot better than they can always pan to this shot. People go, "Oh, was that WrestleMania?" No, that was some random house show in Saudi
Everybody
Arabia.
has their hands up and they're cheering.
We don't know. They don't know what's going on.
I mean, what better place to have it though for the title change?
And they can make it a historical thing, like title changes hands in Saudi Arabia.
Exactly. Roman Reigns won in Saudi Arabia.
We say that, but what if Roman wins?
And they cheered.
They'll boo him? I hope so.
No, they would probably cheer. They would probably cheer.
That's why we
they
need
don't
to
know.
go. We need to start. We need to start the booing. We're the only two people booing.
Boo.
The whole 66,000 people.
The three Caucasian people that are starting the problems in the audience.
Yeah, we're gonna be the ones kicked out.
Yeah, we'll get
I'm gonna go plain sweep. I do think Roman Reigns is going to take the title from him. I don't know.
You think it would be escape or a pin? Escape would be more exciting.
Are they applying both rules? Because there are some cage matches where it's.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out during the match and not beforehand. So I couldn't really tell you.
Either way, regardless if it's traditional cage rules or not, I think it's gonna be a pin.
Okay.
If they allow pinfalls to happen, if a referee's inside, I think it's a pin.
Do you think they have blood in this match?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Probably.
I don't know if they have a.
Is the Saudi commission tougher than the Louisiana commission?
Oh,
no pile drivers, no blood. I don't know. I'm very interested. It's gonna be a very fun little show. Well, not little. It's gonna be like 5 hours. It's gonna be more than WrestleMania. What do you mean? At least it's starting at noon, though, like we talk about.
Well,
Maybe
if it
should be a
started
2-day
at
event.
noon, maybe.
Yeah, well, it starts early
like a
for here.
half-hour intermission.
I can't imagine being there, though.
Everybody in the States just takes off work that day. Everybody to stay home, day drink. Day drink and watch in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I think Roman Reigns takes the title. I don't know if the finish at WrestleMania was on purpose to save this big title change for Saudi Arabia. I don't know if that's part of Vince's mindset or if it's just
We'll
how.
never know.
We'll never know. No. But I do think Roman Reigns does take the title. Does this match go on last? No, it can't go on last.
No.
They're gonna put the Rumble.
Just making sure.
Yeah,
making
that'd
sure.
be awesome.
Well, we'll get to that. Another match.
No, they'll go to the pre-show.
A pre-show. Are they having a pre-show to this?
They should.
They
Get
probably
more,
will.
they're sending
It better
everybody
be
over
part
there?
of the 5 hours, though. There shouldn't be an hour of pre-show.
Do they send all the talent over there, or is it just like? I mean,
They got 50 guys. They got 50 spots they got to fill.
plus those other matches. I'm just saying, did they, or there's some?
I think they're sending everybody over there. I don't
All
think
right,
I don't think they're booked anywhere else otherwise.
Well,
But even
give
people.
them a 4-hour pre-show.
But even
They've
people.
never seen wrestling in so long. Live.
Even people on the undercard. Not necessarily this next match we're going to talk about, but like John Cena versus Triple H is going to happen. I bet you we see John Cena as one of the 50. I think we'll see undercard guys.
Oh, yeah,
also.
definitely.
I mean, you got 50 spots. Think about how much they have to pull from the well when they have 30, and they got to pull.
50.
You think that? We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, we'll get to
it. With the entrance of this match.
Casket match: Rusev versus the Undertaker. Now this was announced. Yes, we have Juice's shirt over here.
Yep.
We have we had Rusev versus Undertaker announced this time last week.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to which everybody like lost their mind as if like, oh my God, Rusev's gonna get buried, literally. And I'm like, look,
And
he's
he retweeted it.
in a marquee match. Like,
Then he deleted stuff off his Twitter.
and then they canceled the match and put Jericho in it. Jericho even went on an interview and said, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Meanwhile, Lana's saying that like I wanted him out of this match. Like they're making a storyline out of it.
So then they
No one
pulled
knows
Jericho
what's going
out of it
on.
and they re-announced that Rusev's back. Like, what is happening?
Card
don't
subject to change.
This is beyond that. Card's subject to change when somebody's flight doesn't happen. But
And
this
then
is
Yeah.
Rusev made a SpongeBob reference on Twitter, and I was very happy.
Wait, what's SpongeBob reference?
Whenever Squidward's like dead and he's a ghost, and they open the coffin, and they go, "Okay, get in." Same thing with Undertaker. It'd be the same thing.
first time in
Yes.
400 plus episodes we've had a SpongeBob reference. Okay.
Only matter of time.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Whatever you say. Rusev versus Undertaker. I guess there's no chance of Rusev winning this, but how long does this go? And I also asked that not only because, like, okay, rarely does anybody beat Undertaker in a casket match, but we just saw Taker do a 2-minute match at Mania. So, like, where is his...
Less than 5 minutes.
I would say 5 to 7.
Maybe
5
it's
to
even.
7.
You think maybe it's even quicker than the Cena match because you think people will say it's
Depending on how long this aisleway is, the Taker's entrance might be longer than the match.
Do you think they'll do something where like if this match goes longer than the Cena match, are they gonna like freak out that it was longer than Cena's whole WrestleMania match, that they wasted that time and now they gave Rusev?
Now that you gave him the idea.
Well, no, because if the storyline continues with that, John Cena can say, "Oh, I'm not ready. I wasn't ready."
This can also go longer because you have potentially Aiden English to play off of too.
Oh,
so you could even have you can almost turn this into a handicap match unofficially because there's no DQ. It's a casket match. So
Yeah.
Nothing gets past
Rusev and Aiden English. We pull a Rumble '94. We get all the Rusev soldiers and they all put Taker in the casket.
Who do you get? You get all the like, Sheamus,
Lana comes out.
Sheamus and Wade Barrett comes back and
Yeah. Everyone.
all the unfinished business from the Nexus.
exactly.
Nexus helping
And the
Taker.
core.
And the core. 2 R's.
Everyone.
All right, so I'm gonna say under 5 minutes. I'm gonna say between 4 and 6.
Again, I think that's more interesting that it'll be longer than that match with Cena, but I don't know. It's a big thing.
Bottom line to the pessimist.
It's in
though.
Saudi Arabia.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. It's bigger. It's supposed to be longer than John Cena's squash.
Bottom line to the pessimist. Rusev got added to a title match at WrestleMania. He's in a main event this past week on SmackDown with Bryan and Styles. He's in a marquee match on this big novelty show.
No,
so
but
let's
he's getting buried though.
Stop being so pessimistic. It's he's selling good merch. So all right, Undertaker I think it's probably a safe Wrestle Rumble bet. They might have some other questions you can answer in Wrestle Rumble time and such like that. That's what we're gonna go with. All right.
Is Chuck Norris gonna be out there?
That would be great. Defend it. Jeff Jarrett comes out. Norris kicks him again.
We're just redo the whole thing.
50-man Rumble. 50-person. I'll say 50-person because I bet
That's a lot of people.
They can't let the women come in, can they?
No, they
Nope.
can't.
Nope.
All right, now here's the thing. I can't remember if I read that they're doing all the entrances at once, or is it?
No, Rumble style.
Oh my god.
So there's gonna be a clock to count
So
each
this is gonna be
time.
the longest Royal Rumble too,
Yep.
by default,
Yes.
pretty
Oh,
much.
this was easily 90 minutes.
Oh my.
You figure a 30-minute Rumble, 60 minutes.
All right,
so.
are there any legends? Like, what if Hogan came out during this?
Yes.
I'm gonna say this right now. I am not crossing. I don't know if Hogan's gonna be in the match, but I am not crossing off that Hogan's there. I think I am willing to put a certain amount of betting stake.
Wow.
That Hulk Hogan appears at the Greatest Royal Rumble at the event, not necessarily the
On
match.
screen.
no.
On screen.
Acknowledged.
Well, yeah, they're not gonna
And
say.
not in a promo package, live.
They're not gonna. It's not
Not
gonna be
via
Hulk,
satellite
It's not
either.
gonna be Hogan sitting next to Jimmy Hart for. Oh, there's Jimmy Hart.
Maybe they bought tickets like John Cena did for WrestleMania.
I don't think it's out of the question, though, that Hogan shows up.
Okay.
Just saying.
Do you think any legends come in this thing, or is it all current guys, or does it matter?
Well, because the trick is the logistics. Are you going to fly these legends?
Are they all this
yeah.
ring?
I could see like
How many do they have?
I can see like Great Khali. I could
Okay.
see
Yeah.
But what do you Hacksaw Jim Duggan? I don't know who are you looking for.
Some legends.
If you look at the whole roster, can you put 50 guys in there? I guess you have to have some of the guys else on the card that were.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to put. Yeah, I could see Cena and Triple H coming into it. Maybe you have some NXT guys come into it.
Oh yeah.
To fill it out. I don't know. I don't know how many.
Adam Cole.
That'd be incredible.
Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I'm trying to think like what legends we normally would get. Like, I mean, I could see like the Booker T's of something. Like, I could see people that are already within the company.
Is Kurt Angle in it? Isn't he in it?
Have they announced an advertisement?
Was Jericho going to be in it? I thought he was still going to be in it regardless if he was going to be in this casket match.
Probably. I would imagine Angle probably.
A lot of those guys probably should.
I mean, if Angle just did a Mania match, he can certainly do a punch, kick, struggle in the corner.
Get thrown out by
Royal Rumble. I mean, I guess I'm thinking like the Booker T's, the people that are already connected to the company, I could see them guys that can put on their tights, look okay, get out there and do a few things. I don't imagine them like pulling deep from the well. Like, we're not going to get. I don't know. I think of somebody obscure. We're not gonna. We're not gonna. Carlito's a rumor every year at Rumble. I don't think we're gonna get Carlito. I can see like a Rey Mysterio.
Watch him gonna be there.
Yeah,
It'll be
Carlito
Carlito and Rey Mysterio.
Probably.
Just
I can see
jumping.
Rey being there. I'm trying to think of like normal rumors that happen around January.
All right. Well, two things. Does this match mean anything going forward? Is the winner to get anything? And if so, who do you got winning?
If it doesn't mean anything,
Yeah.
meaning you just win and it's bragging rights,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Elias.
Okay.
Because Elias kind of needs like a boost right now. You know, he didn't have a Mania match, well, unofficially. Didn't have a Mania match. You know, he really wasn't a factor in the shakeup, had a backstage segment. So he certainly is somebody who, if this doesn't mean anything, if there's no title promise, I can see Elias winning this either via coming in late in the 50 or pulling a traditional heel move. He's cat and mousing his way in and out of the ring. If it means something, I mean, geez, how do you not go for Braun? You know, the only reason Braun doesn't win this past year's Rumble because he's not involved in it because he's in a title. He's the irrelevant guy. Well, not irrelevant, but he's the guy that doesn't take a pin in the title match. You know, so you haven't seen him in this battle royal setting yet. But if you do, how do you vote?
That's what I'm saying.
How do you vote against
I think
him?
either way, if it means something or not, I had thought maybe Daniel Bryan would have a chance of winning this just because of, I don't know, him coming back into something big for him. But I don't think he needs this.
No.
I think the fact that Braun had that weird thing happen at Mania with the tag titles, and he's just been pushed as this, I don't know, like a guy that does all these different things, you know, notoriety for his character. I think winning this, and how many eliminations can he have?
Braun lifts the whole ring up, and everybody falls out of it, and that's the
thing is,
done.
That's the stunt.
You think that they make him have the record of most guys eliminated now because you have
you can do
50,
it. You can do it.
It's free reign to do that. You can have his most eliminations. He can be in there longest, or some other guy could be longest.
Yeah, I can see Braun winning either way, whether it means something or not.
Does he come in at like 1, or does he come in at like 30 and then hang, or does he come in at 50?
He can't come in at 1 because that would be too.
He'd be in the middle or close to the end, I would say.
I do think if they're
it's interesting that they'll be using these stats going forward for other Royal Rumbles.
We assume.
Does
the greatest Rumble?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that was still January's Royal Rumble Road to Mania.
We'll figure out next year when they go.
This is
Braun had 25 eliminations, but that's almost impossible now.
But that's the thing. I wonder if this is going to be a reoccurring event. I hope that I don't know what the significance of this date was for them to do it, if it was the venue or what. But I would hope that this is going to be a reoccurring thing. Have Saudi Arabia move this opposite on the calendar. Move this closer to SummerSlam. Move this closer to Survivor Series. Move it to where it is the road to something else, and you can make a #1 contender out of it. The next biggest show is SummerSlam, right? At this point, that's what 4 or 5 months away. So I would rather this be, and plus it's too close to the other Royal Rumble. Move this opposite of the calendar, and then all of a sudden I think we have something to look forward to.
Either way, it lands on Rusev Day, so.
Exactly. Rusev wins. There you go.
Rusev wins on Rusev Day.
Rusev is going to win on Rusev Day.
Do you think the Saudis will be chanting Rusev Day?
Yes.
I don't know what they're going to be chanting. If they're chanting at all. Again, this whole show, they're going to have a ladder match too. Like, they have a lot of good stuff going on in this show.
Everything. Do it all.
Do it all.
Do it all. It's 5 hours.
I mean, I'll be live tweeting. I can't speak for them, but we'll certainly, as many live tweets as we can be doing, and of course we'll talk about it on Chair Shot Rally next week. CSR on Wrestling Inc. Binge watch the playlist. Make sure you tell a friend. If you enjoy this, don't be ashamed of it. Tell a friend, pass it on, let them enjoy Juice Springsteen, Katie Arquette, and whatever you get out of me, Justin LeVar. We'll see you next week.